We're talking today about
confidence.
Ooh.
Confidence.
If you got no confidence, you got no sale.
So what are some things that you need to be confident in order to be successful in selling?
Well, I'll just tell you, my first job in sales was clothing. Mm-hmm. I went there with no plan every day.
Yeah.
I went there with no plan, no ammunition.
Yep.
Didn't know what to say.
How'd you feel?
Dude, no confidence.
Yeah.
I'm scared of people. People would drive across town to come to this clothing store, walk in the front door, clearly stop there to buy clothes.
This is before the internet.
Oh, this is way before the internet.
Yeah.
This is before the telephone.
Yeah.
So they drive in, dude. They would drive in and I would be like, I don't want to bother people.
Yeah.
They came to me.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to talk to people. I don't know what to say. So I would say dumb stuff like, how can I help you? Can I help you?
Yeah.
You know? Those need to be bigger. Can I help you? What can I do for you? And all the time they'd say what?
I'm just looking.
No, I'm just looking, man. And then I'd be like, oh, I bothered them.
Yeah.
Okay, let me leave them alone. So
were you in a situation this past week?
I was in a situation that I was well prepared for. My wife was well prepared for. So when this place
A lot of people weren't.
People were freaking out, man,
Yeah.
okay? Like people around, they're like, me and my wife are like calm. We're like, hey, me and my wife talk about this situation all the time. Mm-hmm. How many times have I told you?
Literally every time we go to Vegas for any event,
really big places, Chicago,
Yeah.
New York. Every time I go to New York, I'm like, something bad's gonna happen here. There's too many people.
Yeah.
Okay? So we always, and I've always told Jared, I said, dude, something bad's gonna happen here. It's not about whether something's bad, it's something bad's gonna happen in your town.
Yeah.
If it's this big or that big, it's gonna happen. The question
Something
is...
bad's just gonna happen to you in life.
Totally, man.
You know? Like it doesn't have to be something like this. It could be you losing your job, getting a divorce. I mean, bad things happen to people all the time.
How are you gonna make the shift? How are you gonna make the transition from this scene to that scene in life? And the way to do it is, number one, decide to be confident. Okay, number one, decide to be confident. When this thing went off this weekend, I told me and my wife, hey, we're confident. We're not scared, we're confident, okay? So quit saying to yourself, I'm introverted.
Yeah.
I don't like talking to people.
This requires you to be confident. It requires you to take control.
I'm nervous. My wife's like, I'm a little nervous. I said, baby, we're fine. We're prepared. You've done your training. You've done tactical training. I'm prepared. I have the equipment I need on me to do the best job I can to make sure we're good, okay? So number one, reinforce that every day.
Yeah.
Decide to be confident.
I will be confident.
I am confident. I am confident.
I will close more deals.
Better than saying, I'm an introvert, I don't like talking to people, I'm shy. Somebody told Scarlett that she was shy one day. I said, dude, why would you tell my daughter that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't need my daughter hearing that. People believe what they hear, right? Number two
is you got to build. You got to build your education. You got to grow your knowledge.
You're going to build confidence through knowledge, right? Okay. Number three
is going to be practice.
Practice,
You've
man.
got to practice being in the situation.
You're going to reinforce your knowledge by role playing and practicing over and over and over again. Repetition is the mother.
It's the fourth step.
What?
Repetition. Repeat.
Number four. Repetition is the mother, your sister, the nun, the priest, the father, the God, the Holy Grail is the repetition. This is what most people don't do.
Yeah.
Repeat it over and over and over and over again.
So I think, like, you know, if you don't feel like you're confident in what you do, and you wake up every day and you're like, when is this going to change? It can change today, but you just have to be willing to do what comes next.
Yeah.
So, hey, I've made the commitment. I'm done I'm done feeling unconfident. I'm done feeling uncertain.
Decision.
I'm done accepting less than I know I'm capable of producing.
And
then the next thing you have to do is you actually have to take action on that.
Yeah.
You have to like pick up a freaking book, pick up a program.
Yeah.
Get around people that can influence you and inspire you to be more confident. Like at this event.
Come hang out with these guys.
Like we've got an all-star lineup of people that have all become extremely successful in their field, that will inspire you, that will educate you, and that will give you a track to run on so that you can go home and repeat what they go over.
And by the way, every
again.
one of these people has a story about a point in their life where they were not confident. Totally. I got Robert Sislow. By the way, Robert Sislow needs to speak at this thing about marketing and branding. Okay, Robert Sislow's here. He decided, he came to work for me from the Banana Republic and the Dominican Republic. Okay? First the Dominican Republic, then he upgraded to the Banana Republic. Okay? He didn't have a t-shirt in the Dominican Republic, then went to Banana Republic, they gave him a t-shirt, and he traded in
Employee
his
discount,
Banana
yeah.
Republic T-shirt to work at Grant Cardone training as video genius. First thing I did with Robert was like, you're the video genius, Robert. Instill confidence in people, man. Robert, how much confidence do you have today compared to?
Oh, it's like night and day.
You on mic right now?
Yeah. There's
Okay.
there's really no hesitation. I can walk into any situation and know I can handle it.
And
Compared to 3 years ago when I was terrified, I was
Yeah.
like, I can't do that. I can't. What do I do with this? How do I talk to them?
Number one, he made a decision. Number two, he built the confidence. He built it through knowledge. What knowledge did you go to?
Cardone training.
Cardone University.
Cardone University.
Starts watching it every day. Third thing he did was he started practicing. You just can't read and watch.
Yeah.
You have to practice something, right? There's a story Tim Grover tells about Michael Jordan. What's his name that was running the Bulls?
Riley.
Pat Riley. He's running and they do this meditation. They bring in this professional meditator and they're having the whole team meditate. And Michael wouldn't participate in the meditation. Michael's throwing freaking foul shots. And the coach went over to Michael Jordan and said, dude, what are you doing? What's the problem here? He's like, dude, they're meditating. I'm shooting, okay? I'm going to give the team 50 different reasons, 50 points. That was code for points. I'm going to give them 50 points to meditate on in the next game. Sure enough, next game he goes out and does 52 points.
Wow.
Practicing, man. That was his meditation. The fourth thing is that repetition over and over and over again. One more thing that I would like to add, and
One of my favorite things about repetition.
me and Robert and Jared do this real quick, is the correction, though. Okay, I'm corrected. I correct myself constantly. That didn't work. That didn't work. I tell Robert, that didn't work. We got to shift just to this. I tell Jared, let's just shift a little bit. Constantly correcting, like you would a car or a plane. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
On the repetition piece, this is the hardest part for people. Like once they've gotten through the decision piece, which can be a challenge, and then they've gotten into a book, the repetition piece is really where you learn and build the skill that stays forever.
True.
Like that's where you actually learn things. And most people fall short there. I want to give you a good example. When I got married, Sandy was like, hey, we're going to do this dance.
Give me the rebuttal book.
We're gonna do this dance, and
Rebuttal.
we need to take lessons to learn this dance. And so when we went to the dance instructor, she went and she did the entire dance. I'm like, God damn, that's a lot of steps. How am I gonna remember all that?
Yeah.
It seems overwhelming.
Yeah.
Just like you may feel right now is overwhelmed. But then what the teacher did is she took the first 15 seconds of the dance and she did the dance. She said, do that first 15 seconds. So we did that over and over and over and over and over again until we got it. And then I said, okay, well, what next? She goes, well, here's the next 15 seconds. Practice, 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 practice. And so until we got that piece. And then she went back to the beginning and said, now do the first and second piece together.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the third piece, and then back to 1, 2, 3. And then the fourth piece, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Because she kept stacking.
Now he's role playing, right? So the first thing was to practice little pieces, little increments. Customer comes in, calls in, hits an email. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, guy comes in. All of a sudden, the hotel's under attack. What do you do?
Yeah.
What is it you do? Do you even know? Run. No, you don't run. Okay. You can't run from bullets. Okay. What do? You look for a secure place. Okay. Second thing you do, come up with a little plan. Third thing you do, okay, make sure whoever can do something is in front to do something, right? In a nice little short alleyway. How do you handle a customer? Customer comes in, what do? Thank you for coming. What can I get you information on? You need to have that where you don't even have to practice anymore. It's just like, it's like innate in you now. I have people give me feedback every day. I have people tell me, I should wear this. I should wear that. I should do this. I should do that. I got people give me so much input. It's unbelievable. Like I'm like if I listen to what everybody says, my wife does it. You shouldn't say that, and you shouldn't say that. I'm like, hey, my wife tells me how to speak. She says I have bad grammar. She says you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't use that word. I'm like,
I'm the only one.
I'm the only one getting paid in the household, baby. We're talking about confidence, folks. Here's what you do. First, you got to decide. You want to stop using drugs? First thing to do is decide, okay? It probably won't stick the first time.
You know what I did?
Make the decision. What?
I just threw all my stuff away.
You made a decision first.
Yep.
You made a decision first.
Yep. I threw it all away.
Okay. Anything you do in life, you're going to lose weight, decide. You're going to do that anyway. Just decide. If the decision doesn't work, decide again, and then decide again, and decide again. It does not cost money to make a decision. Number 2, build confidence through knowledge. You need data. You can hear it in her voice because she's got information. By the way, if you lack confidence, it is because you have the wrong knowledge.
Now I'll
You
tell
got people whispering in
Now
your ear,
look,
dropping
imagine.
shit.
Now tell me if you were a salesperson and you knew that you could handle any problem that a customer ever had,
Any
would you
situation.
be more confident?
Any obstacle,
Right?
any objection, any stall.
Imagine if you knew, if the only words you ever heard were yes.
I got to think about
Do you
it.
think you'd be that confident?
Dude, you walk out to...
Dude, you'd be like,
Dude, when I started in that clothing store, I didn't know how to greet somebody, okay? By the time I made a decision to become a professional salesperson, to literally be responsible
Yeah.
for my confidence, people would come up and say, I am not buying anything under no condition. I'd be like, that's funny what you're saying, man. I had so much confidence that people could feel it, right?
Yeah.
Some people would walk away and say, no, you're the exact kind of guy I don't want to be around.
Yeah.
But most of the people were like, dude, most people would walk away and say, what are you even doing selling this product? Why aren't you selling like $500 million product?
yeah.
Okay, number 1, decide. Number 2, build confidence through knowledge. Number 3, practice that knowledge. She's listening to an audio program. She wants to be on Carter.
And let me just tell you something about this. Most people make big mistakes here with the practice because they become like the perpetual learner. Like they're just always reading things and they're never actually doing anything with the information.
They don't know and they don't do, okay?
Because they don't actually practice it. So like people read, they go, oh, I'm going to read all of Grant's books. Don't.
I'm not interested in you learning.
Read
I'm
the
interested
first
in you
book
knowing.
and then do something with it. And
Maybe
then
go
get the
through that
next
book over and over again. The Millionaire Booklet, that little pamphlet that's 40 pages. Somebody got it for me. I'm talking about it. Dude, read that book 50 times. Read it 100 times, okay? You're going to get more out of it the 100th time, and that's the repetition
Yep.
part. Go deep on data. Go deep, right? These guys that fly these planes, you know how many times?
thousands of hours before they get
10,000
yeah.
hours that Ryan Secco has flown that plane, okay? And the last thing is corrections. Correct yourself before you wreck yourself. Mexico, talk to me, Mecca.
You know?
Grant, I need to ask you one thing here. I've sent you some DM messages on Instagram. I've even reached out to Ryan, Captain Ryan on Instagram. See that little 10X plane you were just playing with on your desk?
The little what?
The 10X plane you got sitting in front of you?
Did you call it little?
No, well, man, compared to hey, don't compete. Don't compete with who got the biggest. You know what? That's a lesson you taught.
Okay.
I want to know what's your price. I want to buy that model right there.
Yeah, 80,000.
80,000. Grant, it ain't gonna be 80,000, man. Come on, make me a deal here.
Then it ain't gonna be.
There ain't gonna be.
8,000. I'll sell it for $8,000 right now. And I'll sign it.
right now.
I'll sign it. There's only one in the
And
world,
you'll-
dude.
I know. I've been messaging you saying, put it on your store, put it on your store. I know people who will buy it. I want that sitting on my desk as motivation.
$8,000. Sell it right now.
$8,000.
And I'll give you
How
a
about
ticket
a
to the 10X Growth Conference.
Ooh, was not expecting this. I was not expecting that. How about, no, I can't do $8,000. My wife will kill me.
You can't. No, you could. You just don't want to. And she won't kill you, by the way. If your wife will kill you for that, dude, she's a murderer. You need to get rid of her. She's a psychopath. If that's how it's going to take your wife to kill you, bro, come on, man.
No,
Hey,
you're
did you guys do
absolutely-
the thing to death do us part or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Through good and
we
bad.
did.
Yeah.
Through good and bad.
Yeah,
even
you're
if you
absolutely right.
pay $8,000 for a plane.
If I buy that plane for $8,000,
You know, a guy told me one day, he's like, I got to go talk to my wife. I'm like, bro, did you do your vows? He's like, yeah. I said, what were the vows? What were the marriage vows? He's like, to death do us part, through thickness and thin, through illness and goodness and badness. Good, do the sign right here, bro. It's all covered in the freaking vows, dog.
That's a binding contract.
Okay, let's go, man. You did it in front of a priest, right? Come on, sign, bitch. See, that's confidence. You guys got, y'all get, because you live your life. You
know
guys live your life
right
in
there.
lives.
No, right there. I got so much more to learn from you. That's the thing.
Visa,
I got so much more
MasterCard,
to
or
learn.
American Express. See, and I go
I
back
got
to
my
the clothes.
MasterCard.
Huh?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Dude, you'll
You're
be the only guy in the
absolutely right.
world that owns Grant Cardone's 10X model. You scared?
You,
Hey, by the way, what do you think it's going to be worth when I'm dead?
didn't even think. I don't like thinking about that, but yeah, definitely a lot more.
You don't deserve this plane, dude. So look, there's only 2 reasons you won't do it right now.
Yep.
You want to hear them?
I no. Speak the truth. Let's hear it.
You can't afford it.
Or,
And number two, you can't afford it.
you know what? Hey, I'll be the first to
But am
admit
I right?
I'm not
Am I
in a
right?
sale.
Am I right? You cannot
you are
transact for
100%
8K.
Right.
Huh?
That's the only thing keeping me down. I can't drop $8,000 on a model airplane.
It's
no matter how bad I
no.
want it.
Wait a minute. You can't drop it. But there's two
Yep.
different versions of can't drop it. You can't drop it because
Yeah.
like $8,000's too much for you in your head, or you can't drop it because you don't have it.
Can't
Which one
drop
is
because
it?
$8,000 too much in my head.
It's too much
I
in his
could
head. So we know
drop
he's
it.
qualified.
Yeah.
We know the wife was bullshit. He could buy it without the wife's permission. He's done shit behind his wife's back before, probably last night.
Totally.
Okay? So now we know he's qualified. Now let me ask you something, man, my little brother. You ready?
Yeah.
When's the last time you spent $8,000? See, guys, notice the confidence, right? Like I know what I'm going to say next.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because I'm confident, it's because I know what I'm going to do. Hey, when's the last time you spent $8,000 on anything?
Yeah. 6-7 years ago when I bought a car.
Your car was $8,000.
A bit more than that, but yeah, that was the last time I made
Did
a
you
big
pay-
purchase
Did you
like
pay?
that.
Did he pay cash?
Yeah,
for
did you
it?
pay cash or did you finance it?
No, cash.
Yeah. Okay. Now let me ask you something. Okay, that's the only time you spent $8,000 in your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might. We got another smaller plane in here. How about a picture of a plane, dude?
What about that wooden one? We've got that wooden one.
Where is the wooden one? I got to get him
It's somewhere.
something else. I think I'm on the wrong product. How about the fireman hat? Okay, can I sell him the fireman hat?
Dude,
What else?
you
I got
can't
there?
sell him that.
No.
Dude, this is awesome.
What else can I sell him, man? Okay. How about
This is
a
why I put it in
picture?
my pocket,
No, give
dude.
me the picture. That picture right there. Okay. How about this, dude? I
Don't
got
correct me
something.
like that,
How
dude.
about
Don't talk to me like
$800,
that.
dude? How's $800 sound?
800.
Yeah, 800. How about I sell you
800?
this for 800? One in the world.
You sell me that for 800 with two 10x GrowthCon tickets for me and my wife. I'll make it happen right now.
No, that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
man.
that's
I'll
ridiculous.
do that. I'll tell you what I will do. I'll do it for 1,800 with 2 tickets. One ticket's $4,000. One ticket's $4,000. So I'm going to give you 12 seconds to make a decision on this. This
One
picture.
ticket's $495 right now.
2 tickets, $1,800, $1,800, 2 tickets to 10X GrowthCon, and the photo, and the signed, only one in the world, by the way. This was given to me, dude. I shouldn't even do this. Stupid. Right? 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Grant,
4,
I hate
3,
doing that.
3, 2. Did he say yes or no?
I will call back when I have the $8,000 to buy that plane.
Okay, good. Okay, this offer's over. All right. Call me back on the plane, bro. Great talking to you today. I really appreciate you calling in. Love my callers, man. But now, what did y'all notice I did now? Confidence, man. Confidence. When I moved off the $8,000, I moved to another product. Why? I know there's only 3 reasons people actually don't buy something. Not the decision maker, not qualified, I'm on the wrong product. So I'm going to move through those things. But that, inventory close is the best thing. We don't use it enough in our
I
office.
love it. I use it all the time.
You know, you got to move an inventory. You're going to see me take one product today on the webs on our promotions online. People are like, you over promote, you market too much. Dude, you guys need to pay attention to how I market. How I market is how I sell. Okay, I'll take one product today and I'll market 3 different prices on it throughout the day. And most people don't understand what I'm doing. They're like, what are you doing, man? I am giving you different price points to look at.
Anybody can build confident. You're not born with it. You have to
Decide.
develop it. You have to decide,
Build.
educate,
Practice.
practice,
Repeat.
repeat. Correct.